student, nice to meet you again. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we still discuss about listening. But for the listening today, we talk about section 1. Still about section 1, but section 1 of part B listening. On part B listening, we are going to listen for longer conversation. On part A, you finish to learn about 10 problems in listening for a short conversation. But on part B here, still the same with the 10 problems, but we are going to listen for longer conversation. On the part A, you just listen for a short conversation between two people, and then you have to answer one questions related to the conversation. But now, on part B, you are going to listen for longer conversation. The conversation can be done more than two persons, and then the questions involves 3 or 4 questions, but mostly will be in a 4 questions for only one conversation. So you are going to listen for one conversation, and then you have to answer for 4 questions. And then on the paper test, as usual, you just read about the choices about the conversation. Okay, and now Mamika will deliver about listening conversation. So this is the example of the conversation. You are going to listen, and then Mamika will deliver 4 questions that you have to answer, and then we are going to answer together. What should you do after you listen to the conversation, especially for listening section 1 part B on TOEFL. Okay, and now it's time for us to listen to the audio first, and then Bu Eka will deliver about the scripts. So we are going to discuss about the answer on the conversation for longer conversation. Now it's time for you to listen. Listen carefully, and then Bu Eka will deliver 4 questions. The first question is about who is the man. You are going to find the answer about who is the man. Okay, and then for question number 2, the question number 2 will be, what is the woman looking for? This is question number 2. And next, question for number 3, you are going to answer, beside automatic save, what options does the woman want? Besides automatic save, what options does the woman want? Okay, we are going to find the answer from the audio. And then question number 4, what will the woman probably do? Okay, there are 4 questions that we are going to answer, and then Listen first to the audio. Now, listen.
Are you Mrs. William?
Why, yes.
I'm Ted Parker. I talked with you on the telephone earlier today.
Oh, good.
Let me show you what we have in a new Oldsmobile Cutlass.
I want to look at last year's model too, if you have any.
I have one. A red Delta 88, with 2,000 miles on it. It was a demonstrator.
A demonstrator?
That means that only the sales staff have driven it.
Oh, well, let's just look at the new ones then.
Okay. Everything on this side of the lot is the Cutlass model. You said on the phone that you are looking for automatic. Did you have any idea of other options that you'd like to have on the car? Air conditioning, power windows, maybe cruise control.
Just air conditioning and an FM radio.
Then I suggest that you just spend some time looking at the cars in the last row there. Those 6. They have the options and the prices on the sticker on the window, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to help you.
Thank you.
Let me just say that the best way to know whether you want a car is to drive it. So, when you find something you think you may be interested in, we can take it out for a test drive and let you get the feel of it.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, students, after you listen to the audio, now it's time for us to find the answer for the 4 questions I delivered to you. For questions number 1, about who is the man. When we are going to know who is the man, you have to pay attention on the vocabularies used on the conversation. You have to check for the word automobile and then cutlass, the automobile's cutlass, okay, and then air conditioning, and then power windows, and then cruise control. Okay, from those vocabularies, you have to relate them and then try to think about the idea. So, who is the man? When we discuss about Oldsmobile Cutlass and then air conditioning and then power windows and then cruise control, so all the vocabularies are related to or the car's feature. So all the vocabularies that I deliver here or you listen on the conversation, those are in relation to the cars or to the car's design. So if we talk about the man here, who is the man? So we can answer here for the first question that the man is a car salesperson. Okay, because the man here try to say,
Let me show you what we have in a new Oldsmobile Cutlass.
let me show you what we have in a new Oldsmobile Cutlass. This is the statement that you have to think. This statement will be the keywords for your answer. So, from the statement of let me show you what we have in a new Oldsmobile Cutlass, so the man here is a car salesperson. This is for number 1. So you have to relate from the whole vocabularies and then think for the relation for all vocabularies. And then for the second question, about what is the woman looking for? When we talk about this, you have to think about the statement which says,
Oh, well, let's just look at the new ones then.
oh, well, let's just look at the new ones then. You have to look at the statement. This is the keyword. So, the woman here is looking for, the answer is a new Oldsmobile. Okay, this is the thing she is looking for on this conversation. The statement for the keyword is on, oh well, let's just look at the new ones then. This is the keyword from the statement of the woman. And then for number 3 question, that is about beside automatic save, what option does the woman want? From here, you can check on the statement of the conversation again, on the statement of
Just air conditioning and an FM radio.
just air conditioning, blah 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 blah, and an FM radio. Is there a statement like that on the conversation? Yes, of course. This statement will be the keywords for this question. So, the answer for this question will be only air conditioning and a radio. This is for the answers. Okay, so the statement on the conversation will be the keyword for your answers. For questions number 4, that is about what will the woman probably do? Okay, from the 4th question here, for the last question, that is almost the same with the problem on part A problems. So I believe that all of you still remember about the problems on part A. What should you do after you listen to this question? What will the woman probably do? From the longer conversation here, you have to check the statement now. From the statement, you will find the keywords to answer for this question. You have to take a look on the questions from the first speaker say, when the first speaker tried to say,
Let me just say that the best way to know whether you want a car is to drive it. So, when you find something you think you may be interested in, we can take it out for a test drive and let you get the feel of it.
and then what is the woman saying? What does the woman say? The woman says, that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. So, what does it mean? I hope that you can catch the meaning of the woman saying. So, the best answer for this question is take the car for a test drive. This is the best choice for the 4 questions. And then we are going to practice now with another conversations. Kueka will deliver 3 conversations here, and then you are going to answer for 10 questions. So, one conversation will be 3 or 4 questions. So, you are going to answer in a comment of the video. But in this lesson, Bueka will play the audio only once. I don't want to play twice, but I will play only once. Okay, it's time for you now. Bueka will deliver here. So please pay attention and listen carefully to the audio, and also read carefully for the choices on its questions. So, besides you listen to the audio of the longer conversation, you also listen the questions from the author. What does the author ask you? And what sorts of information that you have to choose? You are going to choose the best answer from the 4 possible choices. Okay, now it's time for you to listen again for your practice. Listen now.
We seem to be having this conversation over and over again.
You're right.
Look, I know how you feel about my smoking. You don't have to tell me every day.
I'm sorry. I worry about you.
I know, but work and school have me so stressed out. Maybe I'll be able to quit after I graduate.
Let's be honest. There's always going to be a reason not to. After you graduate, it's going to be hard to find a job. Then there will be the stress from just starting a job. Then...
Okay, I get your point. It's just so hard. You don't really understand because you've never smoked.
You need some help. Why don't you go to a doctor?
You mean a psychiatrist?
No, I don't. I mean a general practitioner. Maybe you can get a patch or some pills. Well, I don't know. Something to help you with the withdrawal. Because that's what it is.
Really, I believe I can just quit on my own. But I'll think about it. I will.
All right. I won't mention it for a week. Then I want to know your decision. Because if you don't get some help, I need to rethink our plans.
You mean you'd break our engagement over this? I can't believe it.
I don't know. I love you, but I'm not sure I could accept everything that goes along with the smoking.
Question number 1. What is the main topic of this conversation? Question number 2. What does the woman suggest? Question number 3. How does the man feel about the woman's decision? Question number 4. What can we infer about the woman?
Okay, students, after you practice listening and then you try to read the answers and also choose the best response from the choices on the audio, and also you try to listen for part B listening, that is about a longer conversation, and I need you to practice more at home after this lesson. So don't stop up to this lesson. You have to do more practice, and then Weka will deliver the link for your practice on the description of this video. Okay, students, have a nice learning for today. Thank you for your attention on this lesson, and then please practice more. See you again on the next meeting on the listening for part C on a TOEFL. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.